Tim Fish here with Austin Living Reefs. I just wanted to talk briefly about an item we find very useful in our aquarium maintenance business. These stainless steel straws are readily available online, and they can be useful for not only getting around corners when you're siphoning, but also for removing invasive species like Xenia, Anthelia, and most important, Polythoas. And especially since you can use this to scrape the Polythoas off the rock without removing the rock and without removing the Polythoa from the water. It's a lot safer than most other methods for removing Polythoas. So these stainless steel straws are readily available online, and a rubber band works pretty good just for making a gasket in whatever diameter hose you use. The stainless steel straws are also available in different sizes. This one is a 5/16, if I remember correctly. Once you get a siphon started, it's pretty easy to go in and just start scraping the rock. Using this technique, you're not aerosolizing the toxin, and you're also siphoning out any of the slime that might be produced at the same time. It also works pretty good on Xenia and Anthelia. Oh, and usually anemones will get out of the way. Now with Xenia, it is a little more difficult. You have to do a little scraping to get it off, and expect to do multiple water changes if you're trying to get rid of all of it. I like the Xenia in this tank, so I'm just using it to kind of control it and keep it in line or in check. And I expect it to grow back pretty fast. Xenia makes for an attractive tank, and using this technique, you are actually re-exporting quite a bit of nutrients. And as you can see, you can get pretty close to some animals and not affect them any at all. The smaller diameter, this is a 5/16, as I said, on the smaller diameter hoses work, or straws work pretty good, but they are harder to get the siphon started. And the diameter of the hose makes a factor too. If you're familiar with hydraulics, the amount of suction is actually created by the diameter of the hose and not the diameter of the nozzle. So if you use a larger diameter hose with a smaller diameter nozzle, you're actually increasing the suction at the end of the nozzle, the intake of the nozzle.